why some Christian couples slowly stopped being friends and didn't realize it. Let me ask you something honestly. Do you feel like you still love your spouse, but you don't feel as close as you used to?
Not because anything is wrong, but because something feels missing. Here's what most couples don't realize.
You didn't just lose time, you slowly stopped being friends.
Oh, wow.
Over the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about something that quietly affects almost every marriage: losing time. But today, we're going deeper. Because the real issue isn't time, it's what happened inside that time. And for many couples, the friendship slowly faded. We're Jeff and Teresa Fields, and this is Inspiring Marriages. Our mission is to help couples strengthen their friendship, grow spiritually together, and to experience the marriage that God has designed for them. Point number 1, friendship is part of God's design.
Yes, it is.
From the very beginning, marriage was never meant to be just functional. God said in Genesis 2:18, it is not good for the man to be alone. It wasn't just about help. It was about companionship.
That's so true. That is so true. So God knew Adam needed someone to walk with, someone to talk with, someone to share his heart with. Every human being needs that, and no other creature that had been created could satisfy that for Adam.
And that is the language of friendship. Proverbs 17:17 tells us a friend loves at all times.
That is so powerful. That's right. So we all know that marriage is a covenant. If you're a Christian, we see marriage as a covenant, but that's not all that marriage is it, Jeff? It's meant to be a friendship covenant. God called people he was in covenant with his friends. He said Abraham was his friend, Moses was his friend. They were friends of God, and he designed marriage to reflect that kind of relationship, a covenant of friendship.
Right. When God presented Eve to Adam, he said, at last, bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh.
Mm-hmm. So amazing.
Yes. And if you're realizing right now, yeah, we're not the friends we used to be, you're not alone. Just comment friendship in the comments below, and we've created something simple to help you reconnect, and we'll share about that at the end. Point number 2, Teresa, we want to talk about how friendship fades.
Right.
So you didn't just wake up one day and decide we're going to stop being friends. At least I hope you didn't.
No.
It just happened. Your life got filled up. Your life got filled up with your responsibilities. Your life got filled up with your schedules.
Right.
And your life got filled up with your stress. And slowly, friendship gets replaced with function.
Yes. Wow, that's so true. I think it happens to everybody at some point in their marriage. It's just we have to recognize it so it doesn't just go on for years.
Instead of talking deeply or laughing together or enjoying each other, you start just managing your schedules.
Right.
You're just solving problems.
Right.
Or you're just coordinating your schedules, your calendars.
Yeah. We used to call it putting out fires, right? You're just solving problems. So
you're playing whack-a-mole.
Yeah. It's not the same as working together and walking through life together and handling things together. That's not the same as running around putting out fires and, oh, we've got this problem, we've got that problem. It's a whole it's so much more peaceful when you're actually doing life together, which is what people say now. It seems a little slang to me. Really walking through life with purpose instead of just, schedules and we got to be here and there and nothing relational involved really in all of that busyness.
Paul told us in Philippians 2:4, he said, let each of you look not only to his own interests, also to the interest of others. Of course, we applied this to marriage. You're not two people, you're one flesh. You're a team.
That's
You would
right.
work together. And let me assure you, you might be saying, is this all that marriage is? Is it going to be like this? Is it normal for things just to drift? And we can say it may be common, but it's not God's design.
Exactly. Exactly.
But friendship requires work, it requires intentionality, and it requires your attention.
Yes.
That it's just like your house. If you don't actively clean it and actively pick up after yourself and just actively straighten things out, it is going to look worse and worse and worse.
Yes.
Your household needs the same type of attention just like your friendship, your marriage does. So if you're going to put the effort to work on your house, also put the effort to work on your friendship.
That's right. And that should be the priority. That's so important.
And when your intention fades, then your connection will fade also.
That's so true. That is so true.
But point number 3, why you didn't notice. Here's the difficult part. Nothing feels wrong while it's happening. It felt responsible, productive, and necessary. The things that you were doing, you felt they were necessary. You felt you were being productive.
Sure.
And you felt like you were being a responsible adult.
You look at the kids like, okay, they're fed, they're clothed, they're clean, they have what they need for school. We're taking care of things at our jobs. And it's like you said, it's all about function, but it's not really about friendship. It's not really about building or investing in your marriage relationship. You're taking care of necessary things, except the most important thing with your closeness to your spouse.
Paul gave us a warning in Philippians 5:15. He says, be careful how you live, making the most of every opportunity because the days are evil.
Right.
Because drift, it doesn't feel dangerous.
Exactly. Yeah, you can get used to that. You can get used to just not really communicating, not really sharing feelings, not enjoying each other's company. And it's not the right thing to get settled with and just get comfortable with. But a lot of people, like you said, don't realize it's happening. So it just starts to seem normal.
Right. It doesn't feel dangerous until it starts taking you somewhere you don't want to go.
Oh.
Here is some good news. We do have good news. If friendship faded slowly, it can be rebuilt intentionally.
That's right. That's right.
And we're going to show you exactly how to do that in the next videos. If you feel like you love each other, but you still don't feel like the same friendship anymore, comment friendship in the comments below, and we're going to send you our free 7-day reset called From Lonely to Best Friends Again. God designed husband and wife to be friends for life.